Hello guys, today we have two watches in from KRONHAUSER for review. They're a brand based in Germany, Microbrand, a smaller brand. They have a nice model that they released, and they actually just slashed their prices by a big amount. So we're going to take a look at these two watches. They're the same watch but in different color variations. Now let's see what's on my wrist today. So as you can see, the weather has changed here a bit in New York, and it is a bit colder now, so I am wearing a fleece kind of sweater. But as you can see, that is the Submariner 114060, and still running great after about 5 years. So let's get into the watches now. Here is the first watch in front of you, and as you can see, very kind of minimalist style. Oops. And this is their Sunburst Blue dial. As you can see, it's an automatic watch, obviously. These start at about 298 euros, and that is quite a bit less than what they were charging before. So I'm hoping that will be better for people who are interested in this watch. Now let me just get this out of here. It's a very simple box. This closes kind of like a little magnet here, and states KRONHAUSER on the box, and that's pretty much it. I also do have another color. This is just the blue sunburst. I will show you the other one in a second. So here are the two models I have for review today. The one on the left is obviously the sunburst bluish color, and the one on the right is a silver opaline color. And the one on the right has the Milanese bracelet compared to this cognac alligator-styled leather strap, I should say, genuine leather strap. It's not a real crocodile strap. Those are like $300 or $400. But it looks the part. I think it looks pretty good on this model. And this one has the more, the kind of Milanese style bracelet with the self-adjust over here. A nice little signed clasp there. But nonetheless, you can definitely see that German inspiration here, that German design with the sweeping second hand, which only has one side to it, so there's no counterbalance. And it's very long, reaches all the way out to the end of the dial, which is pretty typical, very simple. I do like the logo. I think they got the logo down pretty good with the little logo there, and then KRONHAUSER printed over here, automatic, very simple. The hands themselves also follow that same German tradition in watchmaking. Now the watches themselves, in terms of specifications, we're looking at 40mm cases, solid 316L stainless steel, completely polished all around. As you can see here, just completely polished. So there are no brushed surfaces on this timepiece. And the watch can retain about 50 meters or 5 bars of water resistance, so definitely not something to take swimming, but if you happen to be in the rain, I would not worry about it, or washing your hands, or something of that nature. In terms of the case thickness, we're looking at 11.4 millimeters, so it's really not that thick. It's a pretty thin watch. In terms of lug-to-lug distance, which is from here to here, we're looking at 46.4 millimeters, so really not that big of a watch. It's very circular, looking at it from the top down. We also do get a genuine sapphire crystal, of course. Now this model has Lume on it. It's like a vintage type of Lume. I think it looks pretty cool. I'll show you that towards the end of the video. Now something different, this does have a Cyclops, as you can see over at the 3 o'clock position, just as the white dialed model. And I think it's just different. It just adds something different to the watch. Gives it a whole different, feel and look once it's on the wrist. I think it's pretty cool. I think it fits just fine. It's not that big. It doesn't look that out of place. And yeah, so the case is pretty simple. We have a pull and push crown here with their logo. Very high polish, as you can see here, and the polishing is pretty good. Everything is very smooth. The case is cut pretty well. I think that looks fine there. If we take a look at the case back, we can get a glimpse of the automatic movement inside of this watch, which is the Miyota 821A. It's an automatic Japanese movement. It does feature the hollowed out rotor with some striping on the main plate. It has 21 joules, beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, which is 3 Hertz, same as the NH35. It also does have about a 42-hour power reserve, and it also does hack, and we do have hand winding. So it's a pretty decent movement. It's not that bad looking, I would say. I think it looks pretty decent. I have a lot of experience with this movement. The rotor doesn't spin that crazy. You can't really feel it when it's actually on the wrist. The case back itself is held down by 6 real screws, so these are actually real screws. You need a screwdriver to take off the case back. Now, the dial itself, I really do like the blue a little bit better. If we get a closer look here, that nice blue sunburst. I really do like the blue a little bit better. It has a bit more of a casual, so if you're wearing like a vest or something like that, like one of those kind of camping vests, just walking through the woods, I think this would fit in just fine there. Not that I do that a lot or at all, but I feel like that's where it would kind of fit in. Kind of an everyday casual watch, but obviously you can dress up and dress down this watch. Comes on this nice sort of crocodile cognac strap here, which is actually a very good quality. I was surprised by the strap. It doesn't feel cheap at all or nothing like that. And it also does feature a nice quick release here. And the quick release is different actually. It's quite bigger. If you can notice that, you get a really good grip on it, so you don't have to stick your nail in there. It's really easy to just come out and go in. So I do like that they did that. That's something a little different. Now to actually operate this watch, we do get self-winding in the first position, which is very easy to use. Very grippable crown here. And of course the first position we can swap through the date. We do get a quick set date. And then your final position, we can hack the watch and set the time here. And it's as simple as that. There's not much more to it. A very simple watch, very legible watch, I would say. Definitely can. These hands definitely really stick out over the numerals that are printed around the dial. Very simple, a great everyday watch. Now, I want to get you a Lume shot of this one. I want to show you the white one in a bit more detail as well. So there is a Lume shot of this watch. I really loomed it up for about 6 or 7 seconds, but it's pretty bright. You can see those hands, and the second hand is loomed. I really do like that. I think that looks really cool when it's sweeping around the dial. I think it looks pretty good. The numerals are lit up. It lasts pretty long, I'd say. Obviously, it's not like Seiko Lume Bright, but for this style and type of watch, I think the Lume is pretty darn good. Now, here is the silver Opaline model, as you can see here. I do like that they put a black date window. Let me get you in a little closer. The black date window really looks nice with those numerals that are printed, matches up very good. I think it would look odd with a white date window, as you can see there. But same exact watch, although this one does have the Milanese style bracelet, as you can see. So we also do have a signed clasp on this one, while the other buckle on the cognac strap is not signed. These are very easy to adjust. You just pop this up with your finger and you can move it up and down. And then basically, I can do this here. This just comes right over here, clamps down, and you fold this over, and it all looks very neat and seamless. Let me throw both of these on my 6.5-inch wrist, get you guys a look how it looks on my wrist, and we'll go from there. Now here is the white dialed version on my 6.5-inch wrist, and it fits really nice, I must say. It really does fit nice. It's very comfortable on the wrist there, and it definitely conforms nice. The lugs do curve down a little bit, and yeah, there's a look at this one. Let me get the other one on my wrist. Now here is the blue sunburst dial version. This one looks a bit more sophisticated with the strap and the color of the dial with that nice sunburst. Definitely a lot more sophisticated, as you can see here. It really has a kind of, I would say like a semi-formal work dress, I would say. I think it looks pretty good. The buckle also is pretty nice. It's not one of those stock buckles. This one looks like it was custom molded, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But the strap is comfortable. It's not completely broken in. It's a little stiff out of the box, but nothing crazy. It's definitely wearable straight out of the box, though. And I think that looks pretty nice on my wrist, and everything fits good. No problems there. So there you have it, guys. These are watches from KRONHAUSER, a Microbrand based in Germany. And I think they're doing a pretty good job. I like the aesthetics of the watch, that simple kind of German, slight Bauhaus look. I think the quality is pretty good. I like the fact that they're using the 821A instead of the 8215, because this movement does have hacking, which is a big thing for a lot of you people out there. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. As usual, throw me a like if you like this video. You can definitely find out more information on their website, their KRONHAUSER website. I will drop a link in the description below. And yeah, I think these are pretty cool watches. I like the look. They're very simple, very easy to read, great everyday watches. No quality control issues on these models, which is always a good thing to see. Everything works pretty nice, so no issues there. Once again, you can find me at watchaddictchannel.com, watchaddict on Instagram. I really hope to see you guys on the next video. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you can right now. It definitely helps out a lot. And I'll see you guys real soon. Thanks so much once again for tuning in. Bye.